Hey everybody, and welcome back. I'm joining you from our SQ5 today. It's going to be one of its final drives before we sell it at the end of the month. It's going to be the car that is sold for the RS6. And the big news today is the RS6 now has a VIN build completed on the 26th of September, so we're super excited about that. I've got a couple more delivery updates for you, so I thought we'd head down to Glenmore Audi, see if they've got any interesting cars on the lot, and then we can pick things up from there. Let's roll. In terms of the journey for the RS6, I was doing a bit of research. So it gets built in Germany. It heads over to the port in Emden, Germany, gets on a boat. That boat gets it all the way to Halifax, or on the east coast of Canada, and then it takes a train from there. So like I said, probably a good 6 to 8 weeks from now, but maybe a little bit shorter, and hopefully when it gets here we can see it unloaded from the trailer in a couple of months' time, which will be exciting. So you have an RS6. This is a brand new one, I think. I just had a quick look inside, and it's still got some of the cardboard and protection. When it gets cleaned up, it's going to look lovely, kind of fully blacked out, still with the chrome badges though. Let's take a look at the interior. Nice Alcantara steering wheel, nice red stitching. Yeah, nicely spec car. Now my guess is this isn't an RS6 Performance, mainly because those are the standard RS6 wheels, the Performance model. They look different, and most people will option those, I would think. There's no obvious markings on the RS6 Performance, so you wouldn't actually know. But yeah, beautiful looking car. Cannot wait to pick ours up. Okay, so what have we got left to do for the RS6 Performance for delivery? Still figuring out insurance. Kind of funny story on that one, actually. We run with Aviva Insurance here in Canada. Submitted the VIN to them a couple of weeks ago, and they didn't even have the car in their system. So I do not know what the quote's going to be. We're still waiting to hear from them, but they've actually got to put the car in the system first. So I guess the good news is that means truly it will be one of the first, I guess, in Canada. I'm not sure about North America. And so when we take delivery of it, yeah, one of the very few on the road, which is pretty exciting. Pretty set as well on what we're doing for the paint protection. So we're working with Jed from Autokosmetik. He used to do all of the paint protection for Porsche and now gone out on his own, has an awesome little shop, and we'll get some video of that when the time comes. But we're thinking paint protection film all the way across the front, probably up to and including the A-pillars, I think, and then for the rest of the car we'll get a ceramic coating. Seemed like that was a pretty good balance between film, ceramic coating. Did consider doing paint protection film for the whole car, but I don't know, cost was kind of high. This seemed like a pretty good balance. I think in all this is going to come to around 3,000 to 4,000, which seems pretty reasonable given the size of the RS6. So once we take delivery of the RS6 Performance, probably going to be a couple of things we'll do to it. First of all, want to fully enable the laser LED headlights that ships with some Audis. In Europe, this is fully operational, but unfortunately in North America, they curtail it a little bit. I'll put a video on to show what the headlights can do, but unfortunately, when it comes stock to North America, the laser beams only really work if there is nothing in front of the car, and as soon as it detects a pedestrian in another car, then they switch off. Whereas the matrix beam laser, when it's working properly, can actually shut off parts of the high beam laser, so you can still see all around the car or pedestrian that's in front of you, but it doesn't blind them. Super cool technology, and given that we're going to be driving the RS6 a lot in winter to the mountains as part of our kind of weekly ski trips, definitely something I want to try out. The second thing we'll probably take a look at some point in 2024, definitely not something we're going to rush into, but potentially a new exhaust system. We're looking at AWE at the moment, just a minor bump in performance. It's just a catback exhaust, but it removes the mufflers, and I think it's going to give us better sound quality in and outside the cabin. But we'll see. We'll see how the stock exhaust performs kind of for the first couple of months and get a sense whether we want to make that change at some point in the new year. All right, last interesting car of the day that I've seen. This is an e-tron GT. Take a quick look at the specs here. All right, that is all we've got time for this one. Hopefully next time we're back here, we'll be looking at the RS6 Performance. But given the time of delivery, late November, early December, it could also be a snowstorm, so it could be an interesting delivery pickup. Alrighty, catch you in the next one.